Hello, everyone. Welcome to the month in review for July and also for what was the last month of June?
June.
Listen, quarantine has been hitting me hard. Okay, I don't need a backlash. Also, I've just never really been good at keeping track of the month.
One after. It's only 12.
So there's 365 days in a year. I don't see you keeping track of that.
I do.
Okay then. Okay then.
It's the same thing, John.
Okay, the Mr. Adult over here.
God, I hope one of us is.
So, you might be wondering why we're combining 2 months into one. Well, it was because last month, my computer decided to stop working. And that was a fun experience. But it's working again. Everything's back to normal.
Sonic Forces killed it.
Yes, Sonic Forces. If you
on its corpse.
if you were around last month, we were doing a charity stream with all the Sonic games, and Sonic Forces apparently pushed my computer over the edge and decided to kill it. So that was fun. But I feel like the charity stream did fantastically. Honestly, it was in the end $64.10, and I feel like that's fantastic for where we were at on Twitch, which was basically no one was watching. But hey, we got there. We got there, didn't we? Hell yeah. But just a word of advice: do not play Sonic Forces on your PC. If it's, I mean,
Just
even
don't play Sonic Forces.
well, honestly, Sonic Forces was a pretty good game. I liked it. I honestly enjoyed it.
It is fan fiction. The game. You really make your Sonic OC.
I won't deny that, but it's still a fun game.
But do you save the president in?
You got me there. You know what? You're right.
Not worth it.
Well, you save the world in it because Dr. Eggman is controlling the entire world now. He, actually succeeded.
Does he just make everyone eat hard-boiled eggs?
No. He opens up a theme park that everyone has to come to and spend money. Dr. Eggman is basically Disney. Just gonna throw that out there. I mean...
Well, there goes the Disney sponsorship.
Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with Dr. Eggman.
That sweet mouse money?
The sweet, sweet mouse money. The Mouseketeers is what I want right now. Alright, anyways. So that's what happened last month, guys. But even with that, we have been working on quite a bit of stuff. I've still been working on Terminal Velocity. I'm heading the code for it. I had my main programmer, Ian, step down for a little bit. He is primarily just focused on, I guess you would say, editing the code, looking at the code that I write, make sure everything's fine, and then either putting his thumbs up or screaming at me if I miss a semicolon somewhere, which has happened once so far. Just one time. I missed a semicolon. Really, I didn't miss a semicolon, I placed a semicolon where it shouldn't have been. So yeah, fun time with coding. But we've been working on Terminal Velocity still. I've been working on the... Well, technically all of the art for the game is done. Everything for Terminal Velocity. Now it's just up to coding and getting all of the mechanics done and also getting testing done. But we're still really in the early stages of coding. I'm trying to polish it out as much as possible, which possibly is a bad thing. I swear, one day I just need to get in there. I need to finish up all the coding. I need to talk to Ian. We need to just discuss everything that's going on and release it. We just need to... Because I'm pretty sure all it's going to take right now is maybe a week.
Just don't become Yandere Dev.
Yes, it's going to take a solid week of actual work, and then we should be done. Because whenever I say actual work, I mean not just working on it for a few hours and then saying, all right, well, it's time for me to go and do something else. Or, oh, I need to go and do my other job. Or things like that. I need to actually just pick some days and just say, we're doing this. Nothing else. Done. I don't know. Do you ever do that, Gil? Do you ever get to the point where it's just like, all right, this whole day is devoted to this task?
Yes, it's called studying for a test.
You know what? I need to get back to that kind of ideology. I haven't been to college in a
ADHD
while.
makes it difficult. Ugh.
Well, I luckily don't have ADHD. At least I don't think I do.
It's not fun.
As I've heard, I've known people with ADHD.
It seems fun, and then you have a manic episode, and you're like, "Oh wait, this isn't fun."
Wait a second. This sucks. I remember now. But yeah, so I've been working on Terminal Velocity, but we've also been working on Primus Star. I've still been working on Primus Star 2E. I've also been working on creating the figurines for Primus Star 2E. I have so far worked out 2 character designs for the figurines. So yeah, I've been actually thinking about going back to Twitch. I've been thinking about going on our Monday sessions whenever I do my streaming for development and everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a 3D modeling stream on one of these Mondays coming up pretty soon. And we're just going to work on Primus Star figurines, and I feel like that'll be fun. And we'll probably just work on one 3D model, get that done, and then get it to the stage where we can actually 3D print it, because we do have a 3D printer here in office. So
Oh dang, I didn't know about that.
So I will show off that entire process. So from the design stage to the finished product. And I think that'll be really, really freaking cool. And also it'll be pretty interesting because it'll be kind of like the first time I'm really showing off 3D printing. And I might mess up. And everyone loves that. Everyone loves it whenever I mess up accidentally.
Another 6 hours until you can print another thing because it takes 6 hours to print.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fantastic. I have one of those 3D printers that does the UV radiation, where it solidifies the liquid resin as it's slowly rising up.
My teeth.
Yes, they use that on my teeth as well, on my one of my caps. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff, Gil.
Yay, cancer radiation.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why I have to wear a mask whenever I'm working with it, because it gives off very toxic fumes. So I have to make sure.
The other reason is fashion, right?
Yes, the other reason is fashion, and the third reason that some people will deny is it's because of the COVID. But let's not get into that. But yeah, so I've been working on Terminal Velocity and Primus Star. We are also talking about getting back to Feline Frontier, but that's going to take a little while, primarily because I have gone through training with another job. I am exiting training starting Monday, and I'll be going over to their production phase, and I'll be working with them for at least 6 months. And while I'm doing that, we should be able to finish Terminal Velocity as well as get back to Feline Frontier. Like I said, Terminal Velocity, pretty sure we just really need one more week of work, one more week of solid work, and we should be done. Because so far it's been procrastination nation over here. I mean, let's be honest. We've
probably been a total of actual work for about 3 months total of active time, right? Then it kind of got put on the back burner because of COVID.
For Terminal Velocity?
Yes.
Just, honestly,
and also
no.
Computer's breaking.
Yeah. I honestly though, I would not say 3 months. I would say maybe we've been working on it for half a month for solid work time.
I don't know how coding works. All I know is that you type into computers and then it says yes or no.
Funnily enough, a lot of the coding for coding games is yes or no. It's if and if else statements.
I know about coding.
Yeah, it's if this, then that. But if this, then this.
No. It's.
I mean, it could be a no.
I've never heard it be described as a light switch.
I mean, then you're more talking about Boolean, because the if statement is saying it's like a Boolean, but it's more broad. A Boolean is literally just a yes or no. It is true or false.
That's how our genetic coding works.
So, are you saying that we're coded as if we're all Boolean?
Technically, if you want to get specific with my genetics class, we're basically all yes or no. Does this protein fit into this slot? No? Move along. Yes? Okay, continue along the chain.
I would say that's more along the lines of an if or if-else statement. Because the true or false Boolean, that's going to be more along the lines of, what's a good example? Health is greater than 0, true. Or health is less than 0, false. And that's going to lead into an if or if-else statement. Which, honestly, you could probably just remove the Boolean in that case and just have an if and if-else statement. Did you know, fun fact, that the Civilization games are programmed with all if and if-else statements? Yeah.
I did know the Civilization games are programmed with an aggression meter, and Gandhi naturally starts at 1. And that's why whenever he gets to democracy, it goes to an overflow state where it goes to 256, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, it goes into a very outlandish
and
number.
The natural maximum is like 10, I believe.
Yes, so he wants to create nuclear holocaust even on himself.
And they keep it as a secret agenda in the new games. New Cappy.
I love it. I love that little tidbit of information from Civilization. But yeah, no, Civilization, though, is programmed with if and if-else statements only. It is really long code. Really ridiculous how they did that. They could have shortened it by using some other code, but no, it is just if and if-else statements. But I mean, hey, to each their own, I guess. If that's how the coder wanted to do it, that's just how he wanted to do it, I guess. Another fun fact.
The type of people who play Civilization makes sense that they would do it the long way.
You know what? You're probably right.
This is someone who plays Civilization.
I mean, I play Civilization too, but even I don't think that I would want to go through that. Although there were many nights where I would just stay up and play Civilization. Like I would start a game and then I would just go throughout the entire night. Yeah. And I'm just like, how did I do that in the past? I don't think I could do that now. I'm not totally sure. I say that, and I'm about to do an Evil Pigathon tonight. Oh my god.
Oh, it's tonight? Oh,
yes.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's tonight. I don't know if you...
Fantastic. You know what? I could be a guest on that during part of it while I'm packing.
Oh, hell yeah, if you wanted to. Did you already vote for it?
No, I have not.
Go ahead and put on your votes, my dear boy.
This would be a time for us to promote. Hey, whenever you hear this podcast come out, make sure you keep an eye on the Discord so you can vote on what games he plays.
Yes, definitely. Whenever you hear it come out, I mean, more than likely, whenever this comes out, it'll probably be about the time I'm going to start streaming, so... There's that. But hey...
I mean in the future.
Hey, whenever this comes out and I start streaming and everything, guess what? You should head over to twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions and check out the stream. And then from there, you'll be able to join the Discord. Honestly, if you're hearing this, though, you're on the Patreon, and that means that you should be able to go on the Discord anyways because you're a patron. But if you're hearing this after this gets released for YouTube, go and check it out. Oh my gosh. You've been working on setting up planets. I know that you were talking to me about before the podcast actually started, Gil. And I know that some of the planets actually got deleted.
Yes, so I was describing the ones in the Nior solar system for the Xeon sector, and that was fun. But I have the basic idea of them. This is the part of the sector that I'm having a lot more of the life forms in.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm back. Fun thing with I don't know what that was. I don't know why my internet connection just randomly goes out every so often.
Fantastic. But
yeah, okay.
Once the Nior solar system is done, then it's just Ymir, and then Xeon sector is complete, and I can start populating it with some more interesting creatures. Because black holes affect the way things evolve in weird ways.
I'm sure that they do.
I'm going to say they do.
I mean, let's think about it. Black holes, it's a lot of mass.
It's a lot of gravitational pull that would pull in a lot of strange stuff.
Yes. So, yeah, it would make sense that things that live near a black hole would evolve in interesting ways.
We also know that the lumen popped out of the black hole, and they're weird creatures.
They are. I mean, it's widely believed that they came from another dimension.
So some other weird stuff could have popped out and migrated.
Who knows? Maybe.
Like maybe a giant space worm that lives in the asteroid belt.
Dang. Possibly. What?
We just make Dune.
We just made two. Okay, and I was wondering, like, what is the reference to this? There's a reference somewhere. Oh god, so it's a reference to Dune. You know,
Alaskan bullworm.
I've never seen Dune before.
I've never seen it either. I just know quite a bit about it.
I wouldn't mind checking it out one day. I've heard that
the spice.
It's funny that it's called spice because anytime someone says spice now, relating to a sci-fi setting, I think of Spore, because that was the main resource that you would collect in Spore. And I miss Spore. I miss that game. I wish that it was better. I mean,
when I first saw Spore in a gaming magazine as a kid, I was like, man, this looks really cool. Then I never got it, and having heard what it actually is like, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have been disappointed.
I got it. I really liked it. However, as I grew older, I was just like, you know what? It could have been so much better. If they actually stuck with what the ideas that they had, it would have been so much better. But apparently, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true or if it's just rumor, but what I've heard is that whenever they put it into the testing phase, there were people that were too confused about it, so they decided to dumb it down, in quotations, and so they made it so that it's easier to understand how to create the creatures. So it got rid of a whole lot of stuff. It got rid of one whole stage of evolution that they were going to add. The stage where you're like a fish in the water and you're starting to grow legs to go onto land and things like that. Got rid of that entire stage. It just went directly from sail stage to now you're living on land.
Wait, really?
Yes. Exactly. I'm just like, what? Where's the fishy stage? I want to be a little fish.
Where's my troglodyte ancestors?
I want to roam around the water and eat other things and swim around.
I want to create my version of a Duncanopoulos. Wait, Duncanopoulos? The big fish with the armored head and the big jawbone.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Is that what it's called? I want to look up a picture of this now.
Something?
I'm gonna look up a picture of this real fast.
With a D. It's a big bony fish.
Should I look it up by big bony fish? I'm gonna do it. Big bony fish. Let's see if it comes up. No.
I'm scared. What happened?
An article that's just called Big Fish came up. Which, I mean, it's a movie, but this isn't talking about the movie. This is talking about the ocean sunfish, which, to be fair, is a big fish.
Yo, they start out smaller than your fingernails.
But they grow to be about the size, well, bigger than the size of a fully grown adult male. Dang! How?
Also, have you seen the video where a sea lion is just eating it while it's swimming?
No.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Dunkleosteus. Yeah, the Dunkleosteus.
Yeah, Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus? Okay then. I remember this because I found it in Animal Crossing. I found the fossil for it, I think. God, I need to play more Animal Crossing. I've been meaning to. I played a little bit because of the new update for you can dive underwater now and get other stuff down there, which is pretty freaking cool. But
yeah,
Their
fossils are really cool looking because since they had so much bone plating on the front of their head, you can actually see the shape of the skull. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, I really like it.
I used to have these weird and wild creature cards that you would collect through the mail, and you'd be sent them. and they were basically trivia cards, like flashcards of various animals. My favorite set was always the Creatures of the Past set, which was all dinosaurs and prehistoric, like saber-toothed cats and stuff, and the Creatures of the Mind, which is all the mythological stuff.
Whoa. I'm looking at more of this stuff with the Dunkleosteus, and were they that big?
They're big boys.
Could they be that big? I mean, I'm seeing some other things where it's...
Up 8.79 meters long and 4 tons in weight.
And apparently there was an Eastmanosteus. Like another version that's smaller.
Yeah, a Dunkleosteus is the whole genus.
Okay then.
And there are
I
10
gotcha.
species within it. There's Dunkleosteus terrilli, Belgicus, Belgicus, Denisoni, Marsici, Magnificus,
Oh, see,
Missouriensis.
can we... Okay, Missouriensis... Missouriensis sounds like some kind of demon. But...
I think it's named after Missouri. Its fossil was likely found in Missouri.
Oh my god. You know what?
Ambliodoratus Reverie. Yeah.
Oh, sweet, there's a
I
Dunkleosteus...
really need to learn Latin if I'm going to keep getting my biology degree, but oh well.
There's a Dunkleosteus plush. It's adorable.
Aw.
Yeah, it's adorable. It's tie-dye green, yellow, and blue.
That's the opposite of their texture in real life, because they were mostly bone plates.
I know, it's crazy.
God, could you imagine having a plush the size of a real one? 8 meters long?
I would love that. Can we please get a Dunkleosteus plush that big?
Now at evilpig.store.
Oh my god. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's sponsor. We're gonna go all out, and Dunkleosteus is gonna be like our new mascot. Forget about Evil Pig, it's Evil Dunkleosteus.
The whole genus of fish.
Oh, you were saying that you got these things in the mail for the wild creatures or whatever?
Weird and Wild Creature card.
Yeah, Weird and Wild Creatures cards. Did you ever get the what were they called? The zoo books. Did you ever get those mailed to you?
I don't think I ever got them mailed to me, but I've definitely bought them before, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you bought zoo books before. I was confused because I thought that maybe no one was really getting zoo books because I never really wanted to get zoo books. It's like, why would I want zoo books?
No, yeah, I've definitely had zoo books. I just looked it up. Yeah, I had these.
You had these? Okay then.
100%.
Yeah, no, I was
also
more of
remember
a
them being at my dentist.
You know what? I do remember that. I remember seeing zoo books at my dentist. I remember this one dentist place which was really, really cool. They had a whole arcade in the waiting room. Like Pac-Man. There was Street Fighter. There was Tetris. I know that there was a Galaga. But yeah, they had this whole arcade in the waiting room.
Just have House of the Dead for 3-year-olds.
that would have been amazing, but I don't think so. I just know
I
that
don't think 3-year-olds should be playing House of the Dead.
I mean,
I just sent you a picture of the Weird and Wild Creature cards. They're literally trivia cards.
okay, then I see it now. Oh, ooh, see, this could have been turned into a trading card game.
It was a trading card game as well.
It was a trading card game. Did they have stats?
Yep, they had stats.
I see that.
Special effects,
Creature
cards,
features.
and there were special versions of the cards that had gold or silver or platinum power that had extra effects.
Oh my god, that is amazing. I love that. I love that. Could we one day get together and play a Weird and Wild Creature card match? And
Okay, let's look up. There may be a version online.
maybe they have it on Desktop Simulator or the Tabletop Simulator. That's it on Steam. I don't know if you have that game, but we could try it on there.
But I know of it.
Okay, then. I don't think it's that expensive.
Yeah, I looked it up. I looked up an online version. There isn't one, but I mean, we could just figure out the cards.
we could just figure out the cards, and then I could try and program it into Tabletop Simulator, and then play it on a virtual tabletop. Dang.
Sounds like a lot of effort for a game that's probably going to be pretty boring.
You don't know that.
With you, Chief.
You don't know
I
that.
had the cards as a kid. It seemed pretty boring.
Well, I'm trying to remember what magazine I would usually get.
I would also get Marvel Now, which was like the rebooted universe. It was the strange new universe that was created whenever Franklin Richards, like, snapped Onslaught out, or yeah, whenever Onslaught absorbed Franklin Richards, which then allowed him to use his reality warping powers. But it turns out Franklin, instead of killing all of them inside of Onslaught, just sent them to another universe. It was weird.
Interesting. Dang it, I can't remember what this magazine I would get in the past. It was
Playboy.
No, it was not. It was a kid puzzle magazine, and I would get it like all.
Well, that's very different.
I remember highlights, but it was not highlights. I remember highlights, but it wasn't that. It was something else entirely. Why do you keep on sending me cards?
Because I'm showing you that's what it looked like.
I mean, yes, it's making me want to play the game more. Wait a second, Beast People?
Yeah, from Dr. Moriarty. In his island.
What?
Yeah, Monsters of Mythology. Dr. Moriarty.
What? So, wait, I'm confused. Is this part of the Weird and Wild Creatures?
Yes, it's part of Weird and Wild Creatures. Professor Moriarty.
Okay.
So there were different categories of Weird and Wild Creatures. One category of which was Monsters of the Mind, which were all mythological monsters, or monsters that were created in popular fiction. Like Frankenstein was one of them. Zombies were one of them.
Well, see, with that, I mean, you could just keep on going on with that. There's so many mythological monsters.
You have the rights to it. Because, yeah, there was Monsters of the Past, Nightmares of Nature, Toxic Terrors, Monsters of the Deep, Tiny Terrors, Strange Wonders, Monsters of the Mind, and then there was the Monster Mania cards, which were like, hey, look, these are like a little game you can play. Here's a little crossword. Here's a little... Meh. My favorite one was Monsters of the Mind. Because it's the one that had all the strange things. Like Daka, which is just like a big old... It's an Arabian dragon, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Middle Eastern dragon.
Okay.
I feel like this is off topic.
What, you feel like this podcast has gone off the deep end? Is that what you're feeling like?
A little bit. We went to Spore, and then we went to Weird One. What was the connecting bit? Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Dunkleosteus. Yeah, Dunkleosteus. But why do we go on to Dunkleosteus?
Because we were talking about Spore, and we were talking about how they cut out the middle life stage.
Yes.
Whenever you were in the water, where Dunkleosteus would have been a massive predator.
Why did we talk about Spore?
Fishes to Assault. We were talking about Spore because we were talking about video game design, and we had talked about games we played constantly, and so we were talking about Civilization, which we then got to Civilization because we were talking about coding, because we were talking about terminal velocity.
Oh my god.
This is what having an ADHD brain is like.
Alright.
Except for instead of 30 minutes, it would have taken 2.
I'm still trying to find that puzzle book that I used to read when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still trying to find it. It wasn't highlights. It was
the true puzzle was trying to find it all along.
Exactly. I don't know what it was though. It was I want to say it was something like Smithsonian, but it wasn't the Smithsonian. It was something else. It was. I remember one that had a like castle on the front cover, and it was like an MC Escher painting. But I have no idea. No, it wasn't a Humpty Dumpty magazine subscription. What the hell is a Humpty Dumpty magazine subscription?
Who suggested a Humpty Dumpty magazine description?
I have no idea. Wait. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, okay, then maybe it was a Highlights brand. Mathmania looks similar to it. Maybe it was something else that's like connected to Mathmania. Is there any other Mania books? No, I don't want shopping. I just want images. Is there like another kind of Mania book or? Ooh, Puzzle Mania! Oh my god, I found it! Puzzle Mania! Oh my god.
Was it worth it?
Yes, because now I have my childhood right in front of me, and I'm so happy. I even found the castle that I was talking about. Oh, I remember looking at these books. Well, these magazines for like hours whenever I was a kid.
It took you hours to solve one puzzle?
No, I mean, there were several puzzles in the magazine. There were several puzzles in the magazine.
So disappointing if they sent you one magazine a month and it was one puzzle.
Yeah, just one puzzle on the front cover. Everything else inside is just blank. Like to store your notes for the puzzle on the front cover. You know?
But it actually takes the entire... They play tested it so much you need that exact number of blank pages to solve the riddle.
What if we
travel to Italy?
What if someone actually did that? What if someone released a magazine where there is a puzzle on the front cover? The stuff that's inside is just for your notes, and it literally takes like a month to solve.
That kind of sounds like that Gravity Falls book they released, the fan book.
Yes.
That had the puzzles in it.
Only that was a full book. I'm talking.
Five Nights at Freddy's did that too.
Okay, but see, this is a full book that we're talking about. I'm just talking about a front cover. I mean,
I feel like that would be a lot of effort for very little payoff.
let us know in the comments below if you'd like to have the mystery cover. Ooh, we could call it like "Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover" or something like that, or
You only judge the book by its cover. The puzzles on the cover.
Okay, then so we'd call it "Judge by the Cover."
Just by the cover.
Judge this just by the cover. Don't look into it. Well, you can look into it, but what you put into it is...
We're selling notebooks, John. You're trying to sell notebooks.
I'm selling notebooks with a theme, okay? Silence yourself. And I'm selling a notebook subscription with a theme.
A subscription box. $5 a month, we'll send you replacement pages.
Welcome to Evil Pig Productions, where we can send you several notebooks, and all of which...
a Ponzi scheme. in a 9 meter long Dunkleo stall.
Okay, wait. Okay,
That's 27 feet.
Let's
27 feet.
Let's wrangle this back. Let's wrangle the podcast back to actual things that we're working on and stuff like that. Well, honestly, we already pretty much talked about the stuff that we're working on. We're working on the plants. I'm working on figurines. I'm still working on getting all the second edition actually done and ready, which is taking a whole lot longer.
I'm going to be starting to do the art on all the that big list of all the new creatures that are in the second edition.
Ooh,
and all the enemies and all that.
Hell yeah.
I was wanting to look into starting on that.
Okay. That would be fun.
Some almost like a tiny little image that you could put above the blurb or next to the blurb.
Yeah.
The more interesting ones. I also need to work with you on statting out the electricity creatures that
yes.
I wrote into the thing.
Yes, we do need to.
Pets.
We do need to get through that and everything. I know I'm still trying to work on. I think I already have all the general rules down for Primus Star 2E. I just need to put them all in the features as well as the. Oh, no. You know what? Skills are already done, I believe, for all the classes. So I think at this point, yeah, it's mainly just features. And also, you are going to be... Yeah, playtesting. I've already been doing playtesting. In fact, you're going to be one of the playtesters. You're going to be making one of the characters.
That's why I brought it up.
Yes. You're going to be one of the playtesters.
Playing a punchy boy.
That's true. We already did some playtesting with Noah and them. It was 3 people who playtested, and it was just for one session.
Pepsi, if they know them by that.
Yeah, Pipsy is the other term that you could call them. But yeah, so we tested with them, and we went through all of that. We only went through one session, though, so not too much testing. A little bit, I guess. We did iron out some weird things that were going on with the system, but that should be all fixed now, and now it's time for you and all the other lovely people to test it. Which I don't know how many people are actually going to be playing it. I know it's you, Marissa, I believe Umbra, and Monica?
If we can ever get us all together to make characters.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for you guys to make characters. I mean, it's...
Right after my final's done.
Okay, then. Right after your final's done. Okay. Fair enough. When exactly is your final done?
April 4th.
Ooh. Well, that's...
Not April, August.
Okay, then. I was about to say, if it's April, you got, like, the rest of the year, and you're going on. Like, that's a long time from now.
No, I finished the last bit of homework for this class yesterday, actually.
Okay, so yeah, you're almost done, though.
Making notes.
It is this coming week.
Yeah. And then I move in to my new apartment 2 days after that. Well, I start moving in.
Hell yeah.
I'm just moving in another day whenever my family is off so they can help, because couches are heavy.
Yes, couches are heavy. Moving is also heavy, as in mentally and physically.
I've never moved into anywhere besides a dorm before.
Ooh, fun.
I actually have to bring more stuff.
I've moved.
I'm a bookshelf. John, I've been wanting a bookshelf for 6 years.
Finally.
I've been wanting a bookshelf.
Finally a bookshelf. Finally.
I can finally show all of my comic books for once instead of storing them in a box under my bed.
God. I have had to move, at least 10 times in my life now. Ugh.
Wow, that's like once every 2.5 years.
Yeah. That was about it, yeah. And that's at least 10 times. It's probably more than that. Yeah, I moved around a lot. Ugh. Maybe that's why I'm so weird. I actually already know why that's why I'm so weird. I mean, I figured that out in therapy. Oh, man. So yeah, we're going to be testing out the game. I don't know if we're going to be recording anything. I would like to record it. I don't know about streaming it, but definitely recording it sounds cool. And I would like to record it and work on animation with it. I feel like that would be really cool.
It depends on if there's any funny bits that need to be animated.
Exactly. I would get
do it storybook style.
I would probably do it storybook style. Yeah.
Old RPGs would have cutscenes that were just storybook.
Yeah, where it's just like still frames and then like slow movement with them or something like that.
The occasional movement in it.
Yes. Yeah. I would think that's probably what I'm going to do.
And that would be much more feasible than, no, let's make a full animated adventure once a week.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Fully animated.
Probably an hour plus long session. Just release an animated feature every week.
Oh my god, no, I would lose my mind.
We would need so many more people working, John.
Oh yes, we would need a full team.
We would need a production staff.
I mean, we wouldn't just need one full team. We would need several full teams.
We would need like 40 people at least. That's at like maybe 10 frames a second.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
God, we'd be working them worse than what Naughty Dog does.
Oh, dude. I mean, we've been working.
That's such a fucked up situation.
We'd be working them worse than Rockstar.
That's who I meant.
Yeah, I was about to say. Naughty Dog. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of game development companies that are which is one of the reasons why I want to be a little bit different, and I want to actually get in here and get rid of mandatory overtime and crunch time and things like that. I mean, it's just like, yes, I know there's passion and everything. We're all very passionate.
No,
but
it's Naughty Dog. Yeah, I'm thinking about Naughty Dog.
So it is Naughty Dog. Okay.
Yeah, Naughty Dog. Yeah. Yeah, because Naughty Dogs are the ones who developed The Last of Us Part 2 and bragged about it.
They bragged about it?
Yeah. Well, they were bragging about how, like, how much effort was put into the game, and then, it was also revealed that, oh, wait, we're not paying and forcing people, and it's not cool.
What?
And then the game got leaked. And then they tried to take DMCA people.
Oh my gosh.
And the game happened. Oh god, we could do a whole discussion about The Last of Us 2.
Let's not and say that we did. Let's leave it at Evil Pig Productions. I might be tooting my own horn, but I really want to get into the game industry and change the way that people view how we should work in the industry. I mean,
it can happen.
Like I said, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take an arm and a leg, more than likely.
A multitude of arms and legs.
It's true. More than likely.
More than either you or I can give. We'll have to find sacrifices.
I could be a torso.
Just a potato of John.
Yeah, I'll be a potato. I'll basically be GLaDOS from Portal.
Spud Productions.
It's Evil Spud Productions. There we go. The pig is just going to turn into a potato. That's fine.
Change the name every single episode.
Yeah. Today it's Evil Dunkleosteus Productions. So that's just
with our 9-meter plush.
Yes, let's
probably weigh like 200 pounds.
Would it? I mean, how much?
As a plush? That's 27 feet of plushie.
Yeah, but like, how much does? What is the weight of a single plush? Let's look this up. Let's look up plush to pound. Plush.
Don't type that in. Don't type that in.
Oh yeah, definitely don't type that in. Some things came out, and I'm gonna go ahead and exit out. I have that in my search history now. Let's go ahead and just forget we even looked. Plush to pound. Yeah, don't.
Maybe you should have looked up plushie weight.
You know what? You're probably right. I'm gonna do that right now. Plushie weight. Plush to pound probably was not the best choice of words. Let's see here. Plushie weight, but we didn't know like the size of the plushie. What? Oh, I love these fat cat plushies. They're so adorable and also very soft. But I want to know. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see weight of an average Build-A-Bear. How about that? Maybe we can get something from that. Okay then. It says that the weight is 8.8 ounces for a 17-inch, I believe. No, 16-inch.
So 8.8 ounces. So half a pound for 16 inches. Which is about a foot.
Little more than a foot.
Okay. So let's just make it easy and say it's half a pound per foot.
Okay then.
So that would mean a 27 foot long would weigh 13 pounds, which I doubt. I heavily doubt a 27-foot long plush.
We have to also keep in mind this is for a 16-inch Panda plush, so there are it's going into the arms and everything. It's from the feet to the head, so there are blank spaces in there. So we could count in the 16-inch and just remove that to be 12 inches, and then that could.
You have to find the total volume of a Dunkleosteus.
Yeah, we would need to find the total volume of Dunkleosteus. All right, I don't know if you're looking that up, but I'm gonna look it up too.
No, I'm looking at the Devonian period, which is when the Dunkleosteus lived, and it's when our troglodyte ancestors lived.
Okay, then let's see. It was alive in the. Oh. Am I back?
Now you're back.
All right, sweet. It was alive in the Devonian age, the age of fishes.
It's also the age whenever the Tiktaalik was there, and it's the thing that it's one of the first tetrapods. Well, it's not technically a tetrapod, but it has many of the features akin to those of tetrapods, and it's thought to be probably one of the first species to crawl out onto land.
Man, I can't believe that the Dunkleosteus was around whenever TikTok was made.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay then. I'm sorry. Whoa, had a bite force of 6,000 newtons?
Crunch.
Big crunch. I'd like to see that.
Ancestors, John. That's our ancestor.
Oh, he's beautiful. It's
Tiktaalik.
I didn't know that TikTok looked like that.
God damn it.
I'm not seeing.
I want to go home.
I'm not seeing a volume for the Dunkleosteus. I'm seeing like the weight and the length, but I'm not seeing like.
I don't think anyone's ever done the volume of a Dunkleosteus.
Oh, why? Why haven't they?
Because it's dead, John. It's been dead. We need to move on.
Well, no, we don't. We need to discover how much a Dunkleosteus plush normal size would weigh. I mean, I don't know. 13 pounds sounds like it might be the right size. Like,
13 sounds so little.
But let's see. What is 13 pounds?
27 feet long. 27 feet, John.
I just want to see. Like a comparison of what 13 pounds would be. Okay, then. So here's the comparison that I got looking it up.
Of a chihuahua. A fat chihuahua.
A very fat chihuahua. I mean, look at this. That's 13 pounds. That's 3 bags of nuts.
3 bags of nuts equal 1 pound meat.
Yeah, 3 bags of nuts.
Horrible.
I don't know why they put the equal sign there. Just ignore that. Just know that 13 pounds is 3 big bags of nuts. So just know that.
The problem is it doesn't give us a size comparison of how big a bag of nuts.
Okay then. Well, you know what? We have 13 pounds of pot from a police investigation. So we got that. You want to look at that?
That's a lot.
I mean, it looks like a lot. It looks like enough to be a 27-foot
the Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus with pot. No, I'm not saying that. In fact, honestly, looking at it, I don't know if it would actually fit a 27-foot long Dunkleosteus plush. I mean, look at this. This is not enough. This is not enough. I feel kind of odd posting this into the Evil Pig lounge, but yeah, I mean, look.
A discussion.
Look at this.
That would 100% fit in a 27-foot plush.
I mean, it would fit in it, but would it fill it up? Is what I'm saying.
100% it would not.
Exactly. I feel like we need more.
I think it would be at least 50 pounds. The plush would at least be 50 pounds.
You think 50 pounds? Okay, then let's see 50 pounds.
Are you gonna type in 50 pounds of wheat now?
No, 50 pounds of.
That's our measurement unit now.
Let's look at 50 pounds of feathers. Because I mean, feather is kind of like the plush material, right? Or maybe we could
plush material.
let's look up 50 pounds of plush beads, because I believe that's what they use basically now. Is what they're called.
We could fill it with Orbeez.
Poly pellets. That's what they're called. Okay then. I like that. I like what is the word for it? Whenever a word has the same starting letter as the next word.
Alliteration.
The alliteration. Yes, I love the alliteration of
Jonah Jameson and Peter Parker and Fantastic Four.
Oops. I tried to type out poly pellets, but instead I typed out poly pellets. Let's go ahead and change that real fast. Poly pellets. There we go. I want to know what 50 pounds of poly pellets looked like. Please. Show me the good stuff. Okay then. So all of the images where it's showing it actually does say 50 or 60 pounds. But it's just the poly pellets stretch over the screen of the camera and it goes into nothingness and you can't see where it ends. This doesn't really help me on figuring out the size of like the area where the poly pellets would encompass if it was 50 pounds of them. So this doesn't really help me at all. This does not help. Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping to... Ooh, wait a second. Well, this is just a whole bunch of bags. I don't know if this is like 50 pounds though. It's not telling me. It's XS Polymers International LLC. Maybe I shouldn't have said the company name right there, but that's what I'm looking at right now.
I feel like there's a simpler way about going about this, but we're not thinking of it.
We're definitely not thinking of it right now at the moment. We're
Okay. I'm gonna do this.
Okay then.
Volume of a cylinder calculator. Let's just assume the basic body shape. So we're gonna have a radius. Let's say it's 3 feet wide, and let's say it has a height of 27.
Okay then.
So that means it has a volume of 763 feet.
Okay then. So let's look up a poly pellet size.
What is a cubic foot of poly? What is a cubic foot of poly pellet?
Okay then.
Cubic foot of stuffing weigh. Using the fact that 1 cubic foot equals 119.7 cups, I was able to determine that a cubic foot was made out of 39.9 boxes of stovetop stuffing. Wait, it's talking about actual stuffing, like bread.
Okay then. I found the answer. It's 10 pounds. A full cubic foot of plastic pellets would be 10 pounds.
Oh, so a full cubic foot of Thanksgiving stuffing is about 15 pounds.
Interesting. So plastic weighs less than Thanksgiving stuffing.
I feel like that.
No, it weighs more.
Was obvious.
Oh yes, so yeah, it weighs less. I mean, I guess it was obvious, but besides the fact, we know that now a cubic foot weighs 10 pounds. So how much is it gonna weigh? The Dunkleosteus plush.
So if it's 10 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10 times. Where did I put that number? 763.41. Yeah, so that's 7,634 pounds.
I could go for it.
I feel like that. So my 200 guess was way too low.
Let's do it. Let's make them. We're gonna be we're gonna be releasing a 7,000 over pound. Like
a radius of 3 is why. Okay, let's put a radius of 1.5 instead. That makes more sense because that gives a diameter of 3. Okay, that's 190. That's much better.
Okay.
It's still 19,000 pounds.
Is it 19,000 or is it 1,900?
Sorry, 1,900.
Okay, I was about to say 19,000 pounds would be more than what you had said previously.
It's 1,908.5 pounds.
I like it. I like it. It would be like a body pillow. Wait a second. A body pillow?
Yes.
A Dakimura? How much do they weigh usually? Not that much.
Well, they don't weigh that much, but they hurt your soul.
But I'm saying is we take a Dakimura, we extend it. I mean, a Dakimura is already at like, what, 6 feet, basically? Would you say that?
A Dakimura is typically like 4 feet because it's big. It's not 6 foot tall. And
Okay,
most
then.
of the time, it's big enough to cuddle, but you're still taller than it. And if you think about the average height of a Japanese man, who they're marketed towards, is 5'5".
Okay, then. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, but still, 4 feet. Okay, then. We're talking about 27 feet. So all we have to do is...
Let's find the weight of a body pillow and multiply it.
Yes, exactly. So let's go ahead and find weight of Dakimura. I'm so happy that these are going to be in my search history. Okay, then. So 2 kilograms.
Wait, plushie to pound.
Just, oh my god. Okay, then. So it's...
Dakimura.
Okay, then. So 2 kilograms. 2 kilograms.
And then Dunkleosteus.
So that
is going to be trained.
That is 4.5 pounds, roughly. So we'll just go ahead and even it out to 4.5. So that's fine.
Okay, and it does... So 27 is divided by 4, 6.75 times. So 6.75 times 4.5 is 30.375 pounds.
See, that's a lot more manageable. I feel like we can go with that.
What is this conversation?
This conversation is beautiful.
It's our marketing meeting.
Yes, this is our marketing meeting for the Dunkleosteus full-size plush, which is what we're going to be.
Dunkleosteus Productions.
Yes, for Evil Dunkleosteus Productions. This is it. This is our new I don't know, magnum opus.
Well, guys, if you were looking forward to any of the other projects, I'm sorry. We only do Dunkleosteus now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Everything else is going to be put on an indefinite hold. We're just focused on Dunkleosteus now. Patreon, get ready. You're going to be funding this whole venture.
God, this is like whenever I was 8 years old and I found out about Dunkleosteus, and I was like, hell yeah. It's a big fish.
It is a big fish. It's large. It's a big boy. Oh my god. Okay, then let's stop. Let's stop before we figured out the issue. We figured out the age-old question is
we have a few different weights. It can either be 1,908.5 pounds, or it can be 30.
yes, or it could be 30.
If
Or
we fall in that range, we're good.
or based off of a very odd calculation, it could be 13 pounds. But I doubt that. I heavily doubt that.
30, 1908.
One of those numbers is correct. If not, maybe two.
It is like a really bad "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" question. That's what it sounds like.
But you know what?
The answer is no, I'm not smarter than a fifth grader.
I feel confident in the 30 because that's using like the pull apart kind of plush, not the poly pellets. I'm talking like the pillow plush kind of stuff. So
I feel like my estimate of 100 pounds.
I feel like that's way too overboard.
It's 27 feet.
It's 27 feet, 30 pounds. I mean, I can see 30 pounds. Because, I mean, that's 30 pounds of plush. That's not talking about the material on the outside. So, more than likely, maybe 35 pounds.
What if we made it out of blue jean?
Maybe 37 pounds.
We make it out of Kevlar and carbon nanotubes.
Should we make a bulletproof Dunkleosteus?
Oh my... Truly a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Well, let's talk about this real fast. I was going to pull the conversation back, but now you brought up this question of, if a Dunkleosteus plush doesn't have any of the bone plating, is it really a Dunkleosteus?
So, we have to... Every Dunkleosteus plush sold also includes the cost of buying the fossilized remains of a Dunkleosteus.
No, we're not
So
gonna...
we can put the bone plating on.
We're not gonna put the bone plating on it. We're just gonna make artificial bone plating, because it's a plush, it's already an artificial thing.
We can make it out of that weird scale material that when you rub your hand on it, it changes colors.
I was just thinking about ceramics and Kevlar. I want to make this Dunkleosteus be able to take like a
Tactical Dunkleosteus.
Yeah, a tactical Dunkleosteus. You're gonna carry this thing into a battlefield, and you're gonna lay it down, and you're gonna put your rifle on it, and you're gonna be ready.
You see, the thing is, you get inside the Dunkleosteus and put your barrel out of the mouth.
Oh my God, you're correct. You are
Cannon now.
You are so right. You'll be impenetrable. You'll be a god.
You'll also be a literal fish laying in a battlefield.
Yeah, a fish out of water. That's why it's gonna only be for the Navy.
Okay, we can fix it. We can fix this.
I already fixed it. It's for the Navy.
We have the Dunkleosteus plush, the tactical Dunkleosteus plush for water-based missions, but we have the Tic Tac plush, which is also still a fish from the Devonian period, but it shares many of the traits of tetrapods, so it can slowly walk on land.
Ah, okay then. Okay. We could go with that.
And then we give it tank treads.
Are we suggesting that
Why not?
Can we replace
a weapons development company?
Can we replace the tanks with designs from the Devonian era? Like, we just make crab tanks.
Crab tanks? I don't think crabs existed then.
Like pseudo crabs. What crabs used to be like? I don't know. Were there crablings back in the Devonian era?
I don't know.
Crabs in Devonian period. Let's find out. Yes, there was the Bellineris. Okay then. Well, that's just a bell crab. the horseshoe crab. Oh, let's make a horseshoe crab tank. I don't know why I was so disappointed at first, saying like, oh, it's just a horseshoe crab. No, keep it. It's perfectly curved. It's ready to ricochet the bullets.
We can make it into a Kabuto. From Pokemon.
No. But the horseshoe tank, it's gonna be a 2-seater for 2 people in the front, and they'll have the weapons in the front, and everything else will just ricochet off of it. We'll add the stinger on the back of it for no reason at all. It's just gonna be there because we wanna make sure that the design stays with the same design that the horseshoe crab had. So the weird long thing on the back of it isn't gonna do anything, but it's still there because that's what the horseshoe crab had. So we might as well have it as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's basically obvious. Of course, we need to have that. I mean,
okay, so what you're saying is in the second edition of Primus Star, there will be a horseshoe tank, a tactical Dunkleosteus bodysuit, and a 4-legged vehicle based off of the Tic Tac.
So what I'm hearing is all of the.
I've been saying Tic Tac. It's Tiktaalik.
Yeah, Tiktaalik.
Apologies.
What I am hearing right now is this is all of the tactical gear and weaponry and I guess military vehicles that the
This is the special ability of the Xeon sector. Mechanized Devonian fears animals.
No, I was thinking this is all gonna be for the Aquilon, the merfolk, basically in Primus Star.
That's right, they exist.
Yeah, this is
I got a lot of stuff running in my head.
this is their weapons and their tactical gear, man.
Fantastic, I'll start designing.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm already imagining that the horseshoe crab tank. It's gonna have like a plasma cannon on it for the passenger in the tank. Heck yeah!
Imagine this walks onto the battlefield.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
He looks like he's smiling.
It does look like he's smiling. Honestly, I feel like if you didn't know that you were about to undergo like a war, or even if you did know that you were about to undergo a war, and then this thing walked out onto the battlefield, I feel like you'd just be confused. And I also feel like you'd stop being confused once it opened its mouth, and then hellfire started to come down upon you. I'm just saying.
There's also the Acanthostega, which appear to be the very, very early descendant of salamanders. Like the earliest.
Interesting.
There's also the Coelacanth.
Yes, I know about that. I've heard about those.
Just like Relicanth from Pokemon. I have Pokemon on my brain. I kind of want to play Pokemon.
On that note, though, we're going to go ahead and into the conversation here. This whole podcast has just been a cluster of... We were on topic for a little bit. Honestly, though, I feel like it's fine because we talked about basically everything that we wanted to talk about. The stuff that we worked on, what happened last month while we couldn't get the podcast out, what we've been doing so far this month. I know that I've been busy doing training with my other job, but I've been drawing and sketching out different designs for different things, and also coding whenever I can for Terminal Velocity. Gil has been writing out all the information for planets and things like that. Primus Star...
Slowly creating a list of organisms.
Yes. Primus Star and World Anvil, by the way, has all of the maps now. All of the maps for the different sectors in the galaxy. So that is done with that anyways. There's still plenty more stuff that I need to do. But yeah, so I mean, go and check that out if you can. But on that note, guys, it is getting late for me. I need to start to get ready to actually post this onto Patreon, as well as get ready for the stream that I'm going to be doing here in just a little bit. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been the monthly review for June and July. I have been Jonathan Moore, the lead game designer.
I have been Gil, monkey with art brush.
That's not his actual job title, but we'll...
Artist.
Yes, we'll go with it for right now, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching, like I said, and we will see you next month. See ya.